What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Flippin' Stoop. I hope you guys are rocking on. I am here to motivate you through your reselling. I'm going to start doing a lot more motivation towards reselling because the reason I say that is I've been reselling for over 2 years now. We've sold thousands and thousands of items. We're at the six-figure marker. That's not bring home, guys. That's how many sales we're making. And what I've learned along the way is reselling, if you're reselling by yourself, can get quite lonely, quite boring. Sometimes your mind can lead you in a direction of negativity, or you're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to accomplish it. I can't do what this reseller did. And it's a bunch of crap. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of excuses that you're coming up with inside yourself. You can achieve whatever level you want to on eBay. Now, is it going to be easy? No. Here's my biggest metaphor I look at, guys, or my mindset when I want to give up. Because, yes, we're at a pretty good number amount per year. But the truth is, guys, I still have days where I want to quit, right? And what do I do in them times? I think, this is what I think through and through again. I will never, I don't say I don't want to. I say I will never, ever work to make somebody else's family wealthy again. And that's what I did, guys, for 25 years of my life. I worked construction. I've worked in everything in construction, all the way from concrete to tile flooring to roofs to you name it, right? All my life, I worked to make other people wealthy. And the main reason I did that is because in my upbringing, guys, I was told, hey, you go get a 9-to-5, you bust your ass so you can climb up the corporate ladder. You prove that you are a hard laborer and you will show up on time and blah, 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 right? Well, back then, when I first started working, there wasn't all these opportunities, or maybe there was eBay, but you didn't have cell phones like we have today. We didn't have the opportunities we have today. So in today's day and age, you don't have to work for somebody else to make them wealthy. Now, you might look at that contradiction saying I'm busting my ass and I'm making eBay wealthy, right? Trust me, I've viewed that and I've thought about building my own platform, and I'm not saying that couldn't be something that we're looking forward to doing in the future. But the truth is if you work for yourself on eBay, it's not always going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. I go off a quote. I listened to a guy named Les Brown. He's a very powerful motivational speaker. He was labeled edgically mentally disordered, and he was picked on in school and everything, right? He became a multi-billionaire motivational speaker, and he travels all over the world and still speaks today, okay? And he's went through a lot of struggles and turmoil. And what I got from him, he always says, if you do what is easy in life, okay, and I'm not, don't get this twisted. Don't think that I'm going to say this to offend you or anybody else. But that's your shit if it does offend you. If you do what is easy, wake up, go to a 9-to-5. Now listen, I know your 9-to-5 is not easy. I know you don't want to be in that office. I know you don't want to be on that roofing 40 square today or laying. I'm not saying physically or mentally it's easy. But if you do what is easy, your life's going to be hard. And what do I mean by that? Is if you have your day laid out in front of you for somebody else and you're making somebody else wealthy, let's just sum it all up. If you're going to a 9-to-5 that you can't stand, which is easy, I'm not saying your job's easy, but your schedule's laid out for you. You don't got to do any thinking. You know exactly what you got to do when you get to work. You punch in, you punch out. That's what they're talking about when they say, if you do what is easy, your life will be hard. And what do I mean? What do they mean by that? You're going to live paycheck to paycheck. You're not going to feel good about yourself and accomplished working and making somebody else scraping pennies. I don't care what your house looks. I don't care what your house looks like. The majority of people that their houses look all grand and their cars look all grand, the truth is they're still broke. Okay, they're just making enough to just get by and pay them bills to a creditor and be in debt for 30 to 40 years, right? So if you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. And what do I mean by that is if you want to be a reseller and you start off, who cares about the fear? Yes, you're going to have some failures and everything's going to come along with that, right? But if you do what is hard, have the courage to take the plunge and begin to resell, eventually your life will be easy. From the hard work and dedication and discipline that you put into reselling, eventually your life will be easy because you won't have to worry about, am I going to be able to pay this bill this month? Eventually. you will get there. I'm not saying you're going to get there in a month. I'm not saying you're going to get there in a week, right? But if you put the work in and you work harder than you're getting paid for on eBay, they will reward you substantially. You will be, and then a lot of people say, well, they got this new tax law now and I'm afraid of taxes. Well, guess what? If you always run from what you've been afraid of in life, you're always going to get the same results you've been getting since the time you were born or since the time you became an adult or whatever, an adolescent, right? If you keep running away from the things that scare you, taxes, right? That was a big fear for me. Getting my business legit, that was a huge fear for me. I was shaking like Don Knotts when I was in talking to a CPA. When I realized I got myself all worked up, guys, for nothing. It was simple. Exchanged some cash, he did all the paperwork, and boom, we were legit. And you can do the same thing. And the thing is, I want to make these videos more directed towards the motivation is, I do have other videos, guys, on YouTube and here that talks about how I began to resell, how you can begin to resell, and I'll make them upon request. But the truth is, there's a million videos out there that shows you what to do. You can only watch that so much on what to do and how to become a successful reseller. The truth is, you can't listen to any video anybody says. Now, I'm not saying you can't take people's ideas and run with it, but just because you listen to somebody's video, if you're not applying that to your reselling business, your business isn't going to change, or it's not going to grow, or it's not going to expand. Okay, you got to actually take what the people are talking about and apply it into your everyday life, and then voila, all of a sudden all kinds of doors start opening, right? You know, I used to, when I first started reselling, I didn't tell anybody about what I was doing. I was in the thrift stores. I didn't want nobody to know my business, right? Stupid mistake, okay? Now, I'm not telling you to go around and tell everybody what you're doing. But if somebody asks, you know, hey, I see you in here a lot, what are you doing? Or if you start speaking to a manager, let them know what you're doing. Because if you are able to get yourself out there and network and get your name known, get some business cards made up as we did, you'll get a lot more leads on inventory and you won't be paying $7 for every pair of jeans. You get it down to, you know, we're finding places now where we can buy by the pound. Super rad, super awesome. We're getting donations. We are cleaning out houses and keeping the clothes. And, you know, there's a whole bunch of opportunities out there when it comes to reselling if you keep applying yourself. You know what? You're also going to get a billion no's. Okay? You're going to get a billion no's, and you're going to list 100 items, and it's not going to take off right away, and you're going to be discouraged. This is why I'm making this video. Don't give up. You are so much closer. You are so much closer to where you want to be than you realize. Because you can only see what's right in front of you and the results that's happening behind you. Until you can visualize what is going to happen in 6 months to a year down the road by your hard work, discipline, and dedication to reselling on eBay, once you start getting them visions of where you could be at in 6 months, if you keep doing what you've been doing every single day and you don't give up, then doors start opening. Okay? In the beginning, I started out just like anybody else, guys. No items in our store. Matter of fact, there's a lot of new people in the group. Our first store completely failed when COVID first hit, and it was right around Christmas. Our packages were going out, guys, but they were sitting at the post office. What do you think that did for our reviews? And then it put our sellers level below average sellers level, which is not good. And I worked my ass off to try to dig my way out of it. I realized, holy cow, I'm listing 25 items a day, and none of them are getting seen. Why? Because my sellers level was so low. I was way down at the bottom of the totem pole. So what I decided is, hey, we sold everything. So I decided, hey, guess what? I put a whole year into it, guys. A whole year. Listen to what I'm saying. A whole year of hard work, everyday dedication to eBay. Listing got us up to $400 or $500 a day, and then it crashed. But you know what I didn't do? I did not give up. I said, I'm going to pick a niche this time. I'm going to stick with it, and I'm going to build a 50,000 inventory store within 5 years, and we are on our way to do that, and you can do the same thing. What's the difference between your eBay business that failed and now you no longer resell and you're back at a 9-to-5 than our business that failed the first year and we've restarted and we're in the 6-figure digits, right? What changed? The only difference is I didn't give up. I'm no more intelligent than you. I'm not finding better items than you. And neither is any of the other big resellers you're seeing on YouTube. They're not out there with any special. What they did is they did not give up when the times got tough. And I'm going to tell you this. You're going to have a lot of days where your mind is going to tell you, the hell with this shit, I'm going back to a 9 to 5. How do I know that? Because I am a reseller and I speak the truth. I have them thoughts weekly. Okay? There used to be a time I had them thoughts every single day, but I trained my mind to start thinking differently. And it's very important to do that, guys, in business. Because if you are going to go into reselling with the same mindset as you went into your 9 to 5, I'm going to tell you this right now. 95% of the people that work a 9 to 5 put in just enough work to get their paycheck and just enough work not to get fired. You're not putting 120. Now, I'm not saying there aren't people out there that do put 120 in, but you know those people that are putting 120% in are managers, or there's something up the ladder that's making a better income amount than the majority. You know, the ones that we say kiss ass, well, you should be a kiss ass then, right? Because that's what's going to get your paycheck better. It's not about going out there and pressing other people, guys. It's about having a more relaxed lifestyle, where you don't got to worry about your cell phone bill or your freaking house payment or your car payment or whatever, right? Isn't that what your motivation is of getting into reselling? Is to have a little bit more relaxed times in the month when the bills come in. You're like, eBay helped me take care of that. Isn't that the goal? And if that's not the goal, I don't know why you're reselling. Right? I don't know what your motive is behind reselling if your goal is not to build up your financial freedom a little bit, right? I mean, I would imagine out of all the resellers in the world, I want to say there's 7 million or something like that on eBay. I can imagine every one of us has that in common. Now, we might not have everything in common. You might not like to sell what I sell. I might not like to sell what you sell. My business model might be different than you. I might want gold at the top and willing to wait 6 months for my item to sell, where you want to sell your item tomorrow, so you mark it down, right? That's fine and dandy. Yeah, both models work, okay? It just depends on what you want to go with. You might have free shipping where I charge shipping, right? Some people say, well, you charge shipping, you're not going to get as many sales. That's bullshit. Okay, that's not true neither. Because I've been charging shipping for the past year, 13 months in this store, and we get more sales than we did on our first store that had free shipping. Okay, so it doesn't matter. But don't confuse eBay. I'm going to tell you, here's a tip of the video. Don't do 10 items with free shipping and then 10 items with you're going to charge shipping. You confuse the shit out of eBay. They don't know where to send you, how to categorize your stuff. Keep it simple and keep it going in sync, right? If you're going to charge for shipping on this pop bottle, charge for shipping on this vape, okay? Whatever, don't confuse eBay, okay? And one of the other reasons I say find a niche, okay? I'm going to tell you a short story, guys, about finding a niche. I listen to Daily Refinement a lot, as you all know, or for those of you that doesn't, he's a very good reseller. He's taught me a lot through his videos. And even personal messages, gave me some very good advice, and I listened to him and I applied them, and I believe, you know, that's why we got to where we got. Now, in the beginning, guys, I was listening to a video of his. He says, pick a niche and stick with it. I'm like, fuck this guy. I'm going to resell everything, and I'm going to prove that you can do that. And you can do it because other people did it. But that happened to fail for me, okay? And then I said, you know what? I'm not going to act like I know shit anymore. This after a year of reselling, I'm going to go and I'm going to listen to all the top dogs, and I'm going to do what they're doing. And it's paying off. Okay? So don't think just because you've been reselling for 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, I'm still very open to new suggestions when it comes to reselling. Unless it's messing with my structure of my business, because this is working for me. Don't fix anything that's not broke, right? But if you're doing something and it's not working for you, take the advice. Humble. I don't know it all, guys. I started making this group. I created this group. Why? Because I want to take people along the journey of us with our very first. Actually, I had 400 items in this store here when I first created this, and now we're over 2,700 items. And that was, I think I created this a year ago. But I was still not listing every single day when I first started creating this. What my whole mantra of this video and this group here was to show you guys what it took us to get to either a 6-figure marker or wherever we wind up, right? My whole goal is to having 7-figure sales within 5 years. And it's very feasible, and you can do it too, okay? All you have to do is not give up and be disciplined every day, okay? Hard work, dedication, and discipline will get you further than any amount of knowledge in the world. Any amount of knowledge. I don't care what you say. You be a high school dropout. You can just get out of prison. You can go through the worst lifestyle ever, and through hard work and discipline, you can make more income than you've ever thought you could on eBay. And no, eBay does not promote any of my videos. As you see, if they did, I'm sure my background would be a lot different, right? I have eBay banners hanging up and all kinds of stuff. They'll never promote my videos, and I don't want them to promote my videos. So I'm not saying that eBay is a great platform to make a substantial amount of money on, because they're going to see my video. I've never gotten any messages from them, thanks for the video. Nothing. I've never gotten none of that. I'm saying that because I was once a criminal. I was once a drug addict and an alcoholic for 25 years of my life, okay? So, and I changed that. I'm not saying it took overnight, but I changed that in my 30s and said, you know what, this is what I decided. Instead of worrying about what everybody else is doing in life and trying to please everybody else, I said, I'm going to dedicate myself to this platform till the day I die, and it's paid off. And that's all you got to do. Look, there is no keys to make you $100,000 in a month. It's not going to happen, okay? It's not going to happen your first month. It's not going to happen probably your first year. But you can make more money than you can at your 9-to-5 right now in your first year of reselling. I can almost guarantee it. Now, you're not going to do that doing that an hour a day. You're going to do that by putting hard work in and discipline every single day. Like your life depends on it, because it does. Right? It does. You got to be doing something that makes you feel good. And if reselling don't make you feel good, this is probably not for you. Right? It's probably not for you. Now, I'm not telling you it's going to feel good all the time. I don't wake up every single day just so excited about listing items. But I do about expanding and helping my family grow and build a better financial situation for me and my family. I love them all. Rosie, what is up? Thank you so much for watching. The truth is when in the beginning of this video, guys, I stated that it's going to get lonely. Any entrepreneur, okay, any business owner, if you get them to seriously talk to you, will say it's going to the top is a lonely road. Why? Because 90% of the people, they want to go to the top, they don't know how to get there, and they're scared. Okay, so they're not going to. So you cannot surround yourself with those people. And this is not trying to say leave your family or leave your friends or whatever, but I'm telling you, if you, the people you surround yourself with, look at their financial situation, because that's where you'll be at. I can almost guarantee you, within a few $100s a week, that's where you'll be at. Okay? So I think it's very important to surround yourself with groups. Maybe other resellers that have a vision. Not all resellers are good to be around either. Some of them will drag you down and say, reselling 10 items a day. You're doing something wrong if you've been reselling for 20 years and you're only selling 10 items a day. Now, if you're, I guess if you're 10 items a day are $100 items, then you're doing all right, right? But if you're doing what I'm doing and selling 10 items a day, that's not good after 20 years. Don't put yourself around. All resellers aren't in it for the same reason you might be. And I want to go to the top of reselling. I want to be one of the best resellers there are, right? Not because I want to brag and show off. It's got nothing to do with that. It's because that is what's going to make me feel good and accomplished in life. That I become great at something. It's not about making, listen, this is going to confuse you too, right? It's not about making the $100,000 a year. That was the easiest thing I ever did, and this is going to sound stupid, was to make $100,000 a year on eBay. At the end of this coming new year, we'll be way over that, right? That was the easiest thing I ever did. The hardest thing I ever had to do is believe that I could actually do it. Because if you don't believe you can make that type of income, you will never push yourself hard enough to get there. If you don't believe, you're not going to succeed. I can guarantee that. I used to have, this is my mind thought used to be this. I'm a failure. I wound up in prison. I abused drugs and alcohol. I hurt people's feelings for a good majority of my life. I'm a loser and I'm never going to be anything better. That used to be my mental voice to myself on a daily basis. Do you know how much I accomplished? Paycheck to paycheck, broke, from job to job to job, thinking like that. Once I changed the way I thought and believed that I could actually achieve more in life, that's when things started changing. That's when things started changing. I was always a dreamer and never a doer. It's important to have your dreams of where you want to take your eBay business, but it's just as important to believe in yourself and be a doer. Don't just talk about what you're going to do. Do what you talk about. Matter of fact, do without talking. Because look, nobody cares right now if I never make another video again on eBay. Nobody cares right now if our business crashes tomorrow. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about that. That's the hard, cold heart truth in the world. Nobody. This is where I really woke up. Is nobody cares whether you're making it or not. So why do you care how they feel if you're putting 80 hours a week into your eBay business and not spending time with them anymore? They are not going to pay your bills. Nobody's going to pay your bills. So it's not up to you to please everybody else. This is me talking to myself and you guys, because that's what I had to tell myself. Quit being a people pleaser and please yourself for once in life. I was a people pleaser for 30 years of my life, 25-ish, whatever, years of my life, right? You know where it got me? Depressed, angry, never happy, always grumpy, drugs, alcohol, prison. Now, you don't have to believe me. You can go down that road too if you want to. But if you start doing things for yourself and living out your dreams, not only will you become successful on eBay, but you'll be successful all the way in life. You'll be waking up happy because you are making progress. If you want happiness in life, eBay can help you get there. And it's not about the money. It's about feeling good about what you're doing and the accomplishments that you're making. That's the ultimate success. People want success on eBay, but they want what you think you want, right? And this is very common. I thought the same thing. What you think you want is that 6 figures right now. The truth is, deep down inside, the only way you're ever going to be happy in life is if you're making progress. If you're an individual, you ever have the moments in your life where you've been like super stoked and super excited, super happy person, and then you look back and you wonder why? Oh, we were building our house. Oh, I got a raise at work. Oh, I made it through college. Oh, I graduated high school. And then all of a sudden you stop trying, and you slip into depression, and then you slipped into all kinds of other shit. Right? There's reasons for that. If you're not making progress, it's impossible to feel good about yourself. It's your boy Flippin' Stoop. I hope this motivated you a little bit to keep pushing forward. You guys are so much closer than you think you are to your goals. It's one more day. Think about that. Quit thinking about the negative, that you're putting in more work and not getting paid for as much work as you're putting in. And start enjoying the amount of work you're putting in. Once you get it